Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library.
The following is a presentation of Hockey Night in Canada in association with the NHL and Sportsnet.
Isn't it funny how little we can do? How much I like to see from the deluge. Hey, 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 we gather in the dark. Hey, 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 and float above the wreck. Hey, 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 clear eyes and full hearts. Hey, 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 we cannot reconnect. We gather in the dark.
And he shoots, he scores! Phil Kessel, goal 400 in 990.
All I want is for a heart I can give. First word to final wish. A heart I can give. Hey, we gather in the dark. We can only connect. Hey, 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 we float above the wreck. Clear eyes and full heart. We can only connect. Hey, 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 we can only connect. We gather in the dark.
Hello to Canada and hockey fans in the United States and Newfoundland.
This is Hockey Night in Canada on Sportsnet.
You want action? We've got action for you here tonight.
Oh, did you see that?
What a performance. It doesn't get any better than this.
What a play! What a goal! He's got a step. He's in alone.
Here's a chance for Crosby. He scores! Absolutely amazing. The late Gord Downie, wasn't that unbelievable? Bob Rock, the producer who did Metallica, The Hip, The Cult, Michael Bublé, Bryan Adams, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, you name it. Bob, for you to add the horns, and he did the music. Gord, of course, gave us the lyrics. He always said, Gord Downie, like canned peaches, words will last if they're good enough. And how often do you find yourself saying, gee, I wish what Gord would have to say about what's happening today? God love you, Gord Downie. So that was nice. The song's called Luster Parfait from a forthcoming album. You can see we're on the air tonight from Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. 3 excellent games. Later this evening, the Nashville Predators at Van, New Jersey, into Calgary. Good evening. Welcome to Hockey Night in Canada. Plenty of news, and we'll come to that as we go through the night tonight with Kelly Rudy, Jennifer Botterill, Kevin Bieksa, for 2 Canadians that are part of us. Big weeks turning back the clock. Let's begin with the great Brian McFarland. Absolutely epic announcer here on Hockey Night in Canada. Hired Dick Irvin. Ralph Mellanby wrote a book about his time with Hockey Night in Canada. Chapter 1 had to be Foster Hewitt, but Chapter 2 was Brian McFarland. He was a pillar of our broadcast. He's written 27 books. He did Peter the Puck. He's the all-time leading scorer at St. Lawrence University. Still has 5 records there. Hell of a hockey life, Brian, and congratulations as you received the Order of Canada from the Gigi Mary Simon. Amazing. And there's another turn back the clock moment. We'll start. Phil Esposito, how ridiculous to win a ceremonial face-off by pulling the puck all the way back to the far end boards. Does that to the Prime Minister. Who would do a thing like that? You guessed it. Thursday night.
Almost take my daughter's leg out.
Get out of the way. Okay, congrats. And lots about Kevin, too. It was a magical night in Vancouver. Yeah, just great. Okay, let's get to Kyle Bukauskas and the Boston Bruins in Toronto. To you at Scotiabank. Kyle.
Well, Ron, the Bruins have the best record in hockey, and on top of that, they get David Krejci back in the lineup here tonight. Leadership is at the forefront of this matchup. John Tavares coming off a hat trick in a game that felt like the Leafs needed to have. He often lets his play do the talking, and we heard from Patrice Bergeron speak from the heart again this morning. When he talks, people listen. He and his teammates grooving with a 10-1 start to the year, while Tavares doing his part to just get things rolling again for the Leafs as they enter what is no question the most difficult part of their schedule to this point in the season. Sean McKenzie, over to you in Montreal.
Kyle, yesterday Habs fans were abuzz when Drake released his new album, and on the song More M's, he referenced the team saying skating through this album like a Montreal Canadian. The question is, though, is how many more M's, millions that is, are the Habs going to have to pay Cole Caulfield, because him and Nick Suzuki have combined for 25 points and have proven to already be an elite combination in the National Hockey League. On that album, Drake also said, they say more money, more problems, bring on the problems. That was the mindset of the Vegas Golden Knights for years. They spent, they got themselves into some cap problems, but they figured it out and seem to be once again an elite team in the National Hockey League. Now let's send it to Carolyn Cameron.
Sean, I have no Drake references in our nation's capital, but Claude Giroux, he played 1,000 games for the Philadelphia Flyers, and tonight, here at home, he'll play his first game against them. But the question is, how's he going to feel? How's he going to play? Well, DJ Smith said when he walked into the room this morning, Giroux was through his third episode of The Office, so he's feeling calm. It's Cam Talbot who's going to be raring to go because he returned from injury early on Thursday, coming on in relief of Forsberg. Tonight, Talbot gets his first start as an Ottawa Senator. Ron?
Carolyn, appreciate you doing the work for us tonight. Enjoyed Scotiabank Wednesday night hockey this week. Kelly, how about that game?
Bring on the problems. So Ottawa finds themselves in last place in the Atlantic Division. High hopes coming into the season, right? But they have 12 games this month. They have to get on a roll. As Carolyn said, Cam Talbot is back in the net. That's good news.
And for the Montreal game, they face a team in Vegas that's off to a red-hot start. But if you think of the Canadians, yes, Caulfield and Suzuki continue to impress. And one other thing that's very positive for the Canadians, if you look at their last 3 games, their power play is 3 for 7 at almost 43%.
Toronto and Boston, both teams coming off of 5-2 wins and are both looking to go back to back. And tonight, Wayne Simmons, that's our Drake song, by the way, Kelly. You missed that one, eh?
I did.
Wayne Simmons is in. It'll get physical, and we'll see if they can have some team toughness against the best team in the NHL right now, the Boston Bruins.
One last thing as we go to break. 120,000 Canadians have given their lives in the service in the military, and you can see everybody sporting their poppies. It's Hockey Fights Cancer Night tonight in Toronto, but 5 days away from the most unforgettable day of the year. We'll never forget. Remembrance Day's en route this week.
Vegas Golden Knights. Puck drop coming up as we send it to John Bartlett and Sam Cosentino.
Thanks, Sean. Good evening, everyone. Well, the Vegas Golden Knights are coming in here on a heater. They're as hot as Nick Papagiorgio on the craps table right now, and they're looking to roll the 7th straight win tonight. These guys need a massage, but, you know, Jack Eichel has really found his stride here for the Vegas Golden Knights. He's had a heck of a week, and he's leading the charge.
Yeah, unbelievable what he's done. And all that skill, everything that they talked about when they acquired him from Buffalo, really coming to fruition. And what a week it's been for Jack Eichel. We take you back to Sunday against the Winnipeg Jets. Oh, yeah, sick move here, backhand, pull it to the full hand for the overtime winner, a 2-1 win there. And then Eichel again throwing this puck to space. Theodore wraps it up, a 3-2 overtime win once again. He would pick up a point 2 nights ago against Ottawa. He's got points in all 3 games this week, 4 games all told, and he is back being the guy that Bruce Cassidy says we love him because you know what? He doesn't have to be the guy every night here. In Buffalo, most nights he had to be the guy.
So he'll pose the challenge tonight for the young Canadians blue line that has really played almost like a veteran group at times, it seems.
Well, it's absolutely amazing what these 4 young men have done. Now, Kovacevic draws out of the lineup tonight, but Caden Gooley, second in the league in rookie ice time at over 20 minutes. Jordan Harris, what a revelation he's been. And Arbor Jackguy from Costco to the Canadians. These 3 guys will have their hands full in this game tonight, facing the likes of Jack Eichel and company.
One of the top teams in the league right now, the Vegas Golden Knights, Canadians, set to do battle as we send it to Michel Lacroix.
Mesdames, Messieurs, veuillez maintenant vous lever, retirer chapeaux et casquettes pour l'interprétation des hymnes nationaux par Sherilyn Toka, accompagné à l'orgue par Diane Bibo. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Remove your hats and caps for the singing of the national anthems by Sherilyn Toka, accompanied on the organ by Diane Bibo.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est saint, des fleurs glorieux, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
It was an unbelievable sunny at 24 degrees here today in Montreal. Weather you would maybe expect in June, which is when these two clubs faced each other in the Stanley Cup semifinal in 2021. And since then, the goaltenders look much different for both teams. Robin Lehner was the man for the Golden Knights then. Now they have the top tandem in the NHL. Maybe you wouldn't have expected that, but Adin Hill, he and Linus Ullmark are the two goalies with 4+ wins and no losses on the season so far. Carey Price, of course, the franchise for the Montreal Canadiens in net, but now it's Jake Allen that carries the fort for Montreal, especially with the young defense in front, and he has been solid for the Canadiens this year, and he will face Vegas, getting the starters role for tonight's game. Nick Suzuki, the captain, knows it's always a big challenge when you've got a top team in, and that's exactly what Vegas is. 6 straight games they've won, outscoring their opponents 21-10. We'll see what's in store for us on this Saturday night here in Montreal. As William Carrier will get the puck in, and Nick Suzuki works it around the boards, thrown in front, picks off the pass, got it to center for Cole Caulfield. Here comes Caulfield, working his way in. He'll spin around, trying to get it back in front for Weidman on the play, and that got tipped away. Kirby Dach there hands it off. Suzuki to the point. Arbor Jackeye towards an end. That was blocked. Carrying after the puck, can't get it past Suzuki. Look out as Alec Martinez had the puck there and had his stick lifted, but Petrangelo is on it. He'll give it back to Martinez. Chandler Stevenson with it. Plays it up ahead for Jack Eichel. Worked it for Stone. Dropped it for Eichel, trying to go to the net. Eichel has to angle off Brendan Gallagher. Gave it back for Stone, and he'll flip it in as Stevenson goes after it. And Stevenson knocked down by Harris. Harris playing on the right side tonight on the blue line, paired up with Joel Edmondson. Here comes Brendan Gallagher down the wing. He'll stop, trying to feed it back in front. That's broken up, and Eichel hands it off for Stone. Mark Stone with a goal against the Ottawa Senators in the last game for Vegas on Thursday, and it's an offside here at the blue line.
Well, the Vegas Golden Knights will come at you, but it's Cole Caulfield who gets an opportunity here. A little spin, looking for the trailer, can't find Wiseman, and Now it's a continued play where you look at Caulfield just hanging out in the zone. When Montreal took possession in their own zone, he blew the zone. He was out there in the middle of the ice. That initiated the rush for Montreal. And an opportunity squandered as the pass just off the mark.
Kaiden Guhle hands it off for Savard. Back to Guhle. On ahead at center for Mike Hoffman, who will tip it in. Hill out of the net, worked it around the boards, broken up by Monahan. Then he lost the puck to Riley Smith, who goes back the other way. Vegas stopped. Hoffman after it. Haig is there, icing the call against Montreal.
Big Nick Haig, part of this great defense here for the Vegas Golden Knights. You look at Bruce Cassidy here in his first year, comes over from Boston, and all he does is win 10 games out of his first 12, becoming one of the best in that regard in terms of a team. And a coach picking up 10 wins in just 12 games. Amazing stuff so far. And it's worked out pretty well for the team he left as well.
As both the Golden Knights and the Bruins, class of the league in the early going. Top two teams in the NHL have a new head coach. It's the earliest that has been the case in a season in NHL history, and the first time since the 39-40 season. Here's Riley Smith with it. Smith in the corner. Hands it off for Marchessault. Tried to feed it in front. Tipped away by Hoffman. Whitecloud at the line will tip it in, and Vegas couldn't touch the puck. Would have been an offside. Now Drouin plays it right back in front of his own bench. It hit the foot of Yoel Armia, hopped on the ice. It was a close play to too many men on the ice there with a traffic jam at the bench. Guhle up for Armia. Trying to work his way into the zone in his 400th career game tonight. Yoel Armia back to the point for Wideman. Takes the shot. He'll the save. Slafkovsky in front trying to get the rebound. Amadio will clear it out to center. Arber Xhekaj stands up Brett Howden, and Jake Evans will grab the puck. Evans down the wing and into the Vegas zone, and he'll roll it around the boards as Pietrangelo was there waiting for it, but he's bumped by Armia. Yoel Armia spins away from the check of Pietrangelo. Goes to the point for Arber Xhekaj. Tees it up. It's off the stick of Hill. Didn't see much of that shot with Evans parked in front. Here's Armia again to the slot. Lost it, and Phil Kessel takes off, and he's knocked down. And no call on the play as Evans will take it back the other way for Montreal. Jake Evans with a shot. It's blocked. Slafkovsky up with it. Sends it back to Edmondson. Fed for Harris to Slafkovsky. Tried to go back for Harris, and it's intercepted by Eichel. He'll catch Chandler Stevenson in stride. Battles his way in the Canadian zone. Dropped it for Eichel. Jack Eichel circling around with it. Watched by Harris. Down low to Stevenson. Right in front. Intended for Stone. And Slafkovsky comes up with a puck, and he'll clear it to center. Here comes Stevenson once again. Chandler Stevenson hands it off for Stone. Swung into the middle. McNabb with a shot. It's off a stick and floats over the goal. Eichel tried to work it for Stone. Cut off. And Dvorak will roll it behind his own net for Edmondson, and the Canadians settle things down.
Yeah, Bruce Cassidy really going to his top line here a couple of times, trying to get his team going. Battling a little bout of the flu around the dressing room right now, but it didn't look any worse for the wear to start this game.
Here comes Roy with it. Nicholas Roy in over the line with Colasar going to the net. He'll take a shot, hits a skate, bounces around in front. Kaiden Guhle trying to knock it away. Carrier feeds the point. And Theodore can't get that one to go through. It's off a leg and back out to center. Josh Anderson stays right on Shea Theodore. They'll play it off for Zach Whitecloud. Whitecloud down the wing with Kirby Dach on his back. Off the skate of Colasar. Carrier fired it wide. Colasar watched by Savard. Now Carrier trying to shake off Guhle. Comes in front, back in, and it grazes the pad of Allen. Whitecloud from the point for Haig. Off to Roy. Spins it over to Whitecloud. Walks in with a shot. It's off the stick of Cole Caulfield. Trying to find a little space. He'll get up to center with it. Chipped it in for Savard, who goes after it. Bats it back for Caulfield, who's bumped by Colasar. Here's Suzuki. Feeds it across to Edmondson, who shoots. Hill makes a stop. Edmondson on it again for Savard. For Nick Suzuki now. He'll back up with it. Suzuki dropped it off to Caulfield, walking in. Takes it back to the net. Feeds it over to Edmondson. In front, Suzuki tips Savard. Fires, and that goes wide. It'll be a break for Riley Smith. Comes off the boards with a rebound. Down the wing with a shot, and Jake Allen cuts off the angle.
Yeah, good pursuit there by Savard. He didn't overplay it there and forced Riley to stay to the outside and allowed Allen to focus in on the shot.
Edmondson chops at the puck with Marchessault there. Two of them go to the corner. Sean Monahan comes up with it. He's bumped by Smith, got it around the wing, cut off by Marchessault, throw it on net. Allen steers it away as Smith fires, and this time Allen's got it in the glove, and he'll hold on.
Well, lots of action and something you don't see too often. Phil Kessel on the defensive side of things. Armia tries to keep this alive. He sends it to the middle of the ice, but look at Kessel. Good job there with the interception. And this Vegas Golden Knights team looking for a penalty. They didn't get it, but what do they do well? They work well on the rush. Nick Waugh, the big guy, creates an opportunity from the middle of the ice. Kolesar's down there, and then Carrier's the other one on that line. Good job here in the the backhand wraparound. He can't complete it, and lots of action here early on in Montreal.
Martinez on it. Played it through center, cut off by Slafkovsky. Feeds it up for Evans. Jake Evans with a shot off the stick. It floats towards the net, and Hill will scoop it up.
Yeah, that's one thing you'll see a lot of. This Vegas Golden Knights team really good at collapsing towards the middle, taking away the middle of the ice, blocking shots, deflecting shots wide. And a lot of people, myself included, wondered how this Adin Hill-Logan Thompson combination was going to be playing so well. A lot of that has to do with the defensive systems brought in by Bruce Cassidy, and he's done a really good job here. You see everyone claps Martinez, one of the best, in fact, led the league in blocks during October.
Chance in front, and it's cleared right away as Jake Evans on the doorstep tried to get it across the crease. Amadio dropped it back for Howden, broken up. Slafkovsky up for Armia. He'll bring it in over the line. Yoel Armia throws it on net, and Hill will squeeze that one. Adin Hill has been tested early by the Canadians. We've had a couple of chances, including this opportunity here on Hockey Night in Canada.
Chasing our days away.
You can't find him, and here's the reason why. He too gets out there with a block shot. You see he opens up that right ankle to where the padding isn't quite as protective. Goes to the bench, hunched over, a little push from Savard to make sure that he got there in due time. Dvorak has left the bench here for Marty St. Louis and the Montreal Canadiens.
So we'll keep an eye on that. And Canadians come up with it off the draw as Cole Caulfield will send it back, and that one off the stick of Kirby Dach. Mark Stone trying to play it. Martinez on it. Talk about block shots. This game tonight features the top two shot blockers in the NHL right now, in Martinez and David Savard. Here's Caulfield throwing it on net. It's blocked into the skates of Dach in front. Couldn't get it back onto his stick. And at the point, Caulfield will keep it in. Suzuki is after it. Nick Suzuki plays it back for Cole Caulfield. Looks to the net, holds, hands it off. Suzuki trying to whip a pass across for Savard. It's off a skate. Caulfield kept it in, but Stevenson will get it out at center. Stone comes up with it. Played it over to Eichel. He'll dump it in. Allen moves it for Savard. Given back for Caden Goulet. Goulet will just take his time with it here as he has a look around to see what's up, and now we'll feed it off for Savard. Evans trying to poke it in, and that's an offside as Gallagher got in ahead of the play.
Get a look at a great defensive pairing here for the Vegas Golden Knights as Brendan Gallagher doing his thing here for Montreal. And what a pairing this is. Martinez, a cup winner, in fact had a cup winning goal for the LA Kings. Alex Pietrangelo, his partner. And we all know what he's done throughout the course of his career, winning a cup with St. Louis.
Weidman after the puck, gets pulled free by Carrier. Couldn't go back, and then as Arbor Xhekaj got in the way. Now Weidman takes a hit from Waugh. Xhekaj steps into Kolesar. Evans played it back around to Weidman. Get it up ahead for Gallagher, and it's deflected out. Whitecloud played it back in front of the Canadiens bench. Look out, everybody jumping off. Nobody wanted to touch it.
A little bit of hopscotch going on.
Weidman and Edmondson were both trying to get off. No, don't play it. Just stay away from it. Hot potato. Monahan kicking it free along the boards. Edmondson holds his own as he knocks down Riley Smith. Adin Hill out of the net. Jonathan Drouin after the puck. Whitecloud checked. Edmondson had to go off his skate. Drouin for Hoffman. Back for Jonathan Drouin. He'll knock it down low for Monahan. Slides it by Shea Theodore. Hoffman back to Monahan. Monahan Put it right into the skates of Hoffman, and then he spun around and tried to get a shot. Couldn't get a clean one away. Cleared down the ice as Marchessault is after it. Harris right on him, angles him to the boards. That allows Monahan to come up with a loose puck. Now it's Hoffman. Up through center, rolls it by Braden McNabb as Petrangelo's after it. Caden Cooley after the puck, hit by Marchessault. Holds on to it though, swings it around for Drouin. He's upended. McNabb ends up on top of him. Jake Evans after it. Taken to the boards by Eichel. Marchessault feeds it up in the middle for Riley Smith. He was caught by Drouin. That will force Vegas offside.
Ontario. DraftKings Sportsbook has so many ways to get in on the action, like same-game parlays, puck lines, money lines, and more. Download the app and get in on the action.
Talk about the 4 young defensemen for the Montreal Canadiens. Well, how about Joel Edmondson, a welcomed addition back into the lineup last game against Winnipeg. He'll play a ton of minutes here. He is showing how physical he can be, a great example for the young defensemen around him.
Savard for Cooley. Cut off in the corner by Stone. Fed to the point for Shea Theodore. Gives it back for Eichel, who shoots, and it's kicked out by Allen. Kirby Dach will spring Cole Caulfield on the long stretch pass as he brings it in on the wing. Trying to send it back to the corner for Suzuki, but Theodore was there. Caulfield stays right on Shea Theodore. Cleared out as Stevenson knocked it to center. Savard got it back in. McNabb gets it right out. Eichel up ahead for Stevenson. Left it for Marchessault. Or Stone checked that. Now drops it for Eichel. Here's Eichel in the corner. Sees McNabb, but he'll hold on to it. Eichel tried to get that one to the front of the net. Stone knocked it down. Cooley right on him. And Nick Suzuki will clear it out. Kirby Dach running a 3-game point streak for the Canadiens as they'll reset in their own zone and get a change.
A nice addition to that duel of Suzuki and Caulfield. You add Dach some size, the ability to play a little bit of center as well. Smart play.
Carrier got it to the line. Kolasar is there. Trying to get it back for Whitecloud. Jake Evans goes after it. Kolasar will feed it back to his own net for Nicholas Hague around the boards, and Watt tips it out down the ice. Carrier jumps on it. Here comes Carrier firing it on the net. Kicked out by Allen. Whitecloud with it. Back down for Kolasar. Feeds it for Wise. Bumped in the corner by Jack Eye as Kolasar comes out with it. Trying to fish it towards the net. Now he has it in his feet. Played it off for Roy. Back to the point. Hague moves to the middle. Tries a shot, and it's off a stick. Juraj Slafkovsky. Feed it back for Weidman. Jack Eye takes his time. Both teams get a change. Armor Jack Eye. Up for Edmondson. Petrangelo cut it off, and it's dumped back in. Jack Eye on the puck again. Checked by Riley Smith. Marchessault trying to feed it back to the point. Broken up by Gallagher, and he'll get it out at center. Now Suzuki intercepts. He'll carry it in. Drop Gallagher with a shot, and that's right off the foot of Alec Martinez. Here's Edmondson with a drive, and Hill made the save.
No surprise there. Gallagher on the doorstep. Couldn't get a stick on it.
Now back the other way is Carlson in front, and a great chance for Martinez. Put it off the outside of the net. Anderson will turn it back the other way. Harris going to the net. Anderson's shot comes up, and it caught Petrangelo high. Anderson to the point for Harris. Harris will shoot. That one missed. Martinez tried to get in the way of that as well. There's Brendan Gallagher on it. Rolled it over to Caden Gooley. Carlson on him. Suzuki tried to take it away from Martinez. Drouin knocks it down to the boards. Nick Suzuki feeds it back for Harris. Harris tried to get it towards the net. Drouin tipped it. It was stopped in front. And Marchessault will skate it back for Vegas. Harris feeds it up for Monahan. Sean Monahan. Outnumbered here by the Golden Knights. And Amadio will take it back. And got a little too far ahead on him there as Savard comes up with it and plays it off for Armia. Caden Gooley. Long pass ahead for Monahan. Monahan cuts along the line, waits for a little assistance here as everyone else joins the rush. Savard now on the puck. Goes back to the net. Comes around the wing, and here comes Kessel with it. Edmondson. Across for Savard. for Hoffman deflects it in.
Could be some dinner reservations here tonight. Almost 4 minutes without a whistle in this back and forth game.
The terraces were packed this afternoon, almost like a summer day here in the city. So here's Stone with a chance, ripped it wide. Stevenson in the corner, trying to come up with it. Edmondson fed it to the point, kicked off. Hague scores! Nicholas Hague with a shot. It may have redirected on its way to the net, but Nicholas Hague has got his first of the season, and it's 1-0 Vegas.
He's got a bomb of a shot, but it starts with a good entry into the zone. Possession is maintained. Now, Edmondson gets a partial block, but still a shot that goes wide. Stevenson there, he's trying to dig it out. Edmondson tries to feed it to the middle of the ice. When it is not received, it ends up going right back to Nick Hague. And that outlet is normally a safe zone to exit. In this case, a little too far to the reach of Suzuki. Nick Hague steps into it, and he's got his first.
His last goal was January 25th in Carolina, 29 games ago. Slavkovsky will feed it back for Jackeye. Watched by Kolasar. Played up for Yoel Armia. Knocked it in the zone and backing up with it is Hague. Perrier got it down the ice. Jackeye is on it. Kolasar went after Jackeye, but didn't line up the hit. Slavkovsky into the Vegas zone. To catch up to the puck. Poked it away from Whitecloud. It's up in the air, and where is it? Out of play. That's where it ended up. Nicholas Hague with the opening goal of the game. It's 1-0 for the Golden Knights in Montreal on Hockey Night in Canada.
First goal of the season, and here Edmondson does a good job picking up this puck. You're looking for that valve in the middle of the ice. It goes between the legs of Suzuki, and when it does so, there's a huge area in which Nick Hague can come in and step into the shot, stops it, lets it fly. A big guy, gets a lot of leverage on it. Nice to see Christian Dvorak back on the bench for the Montreal Canadiens. Trying to pick up some points this year. Hat-trick earlier this year, and a good face-off guy. Well needed in the Montreal lineup.
9th time that Vegas has scored the first goal in a game this year. That's the most in the NHL. It's the 8th time that the Canadiens have allowed the first goal in a hockey game.
7-1-0 Vegas when they score first.
Here's Edmondson. Up for Cole Caulfield. Hands it off to Kirby Dach. Dach checks up. Played it across. Caulfield scores! Number 8 on the year for number 22, and it's a 1-1 game.
You know, it's always good to have paired together. You have Suzuki and Caulfield, but when you add someone like Kirby Dach, who's got that kind of skill, does a good job creating space for himself. As he tucks it back to the wall, he waits patiently. He has a real good sense of where Caulfield is going to be. He opens up that lane with the right shot, sends it across 2 sticks, perfectly onto the tape. And you know what happens when Cole Caulfield gets it there. You can turn on the light. This one's going to the back of the net.
Less than a minute later, 51 seconds to be exact. We're using the Abacus. It's a 1-1 game. Here's Kolasar with a shot right on, and Allen has got it. And now Arbor Jackeye will mix it up here with Keegan Kolasar. Everyone will pile in back of the net. Kolasar and Jackeye at the heart of it all.
You know, it's funny, I thought about this at the start of the game. Who would be a dance partner for Jackeye? Saturday night, team's back home after a 9-day trip. They picked up points in 3 out of the 4 games and trying to excite the crowd a little more. Arbor Jackeye, like he has got butter on his hands, dropping the gloves. Kolasar didn't engage early on, and everyone else was able to get in there quickly. But Cole Caulfield, a little sampling of his work, blowing the zone, getting an opportunity, into the forecheck, trying to create turnovers and create havoc in the offensive zone. Here he takes a pass at full speed on the off wing. Again, pull up there to try and create an opportunity, and does a really good job. Just a slight delay at the line there to separate and make space for himself. And when he gets it, it's off the stick in a hurry to the back of the net. And you'll see Jackeye right away is going after Kolasar. He has identified him as the only dance partner in Vegas here. Kolesar wanted no part of it, saying, hey, we know the crowd's fired up. Montreal just scored. I'm not going to allow Jack-Eye to continue that momentum in this building, and as a result, they both end up going to the box.
2 minutes each for unsportsmanlike conduct, the penalties.
Make no mistake, though, Kolesar is a worthy dance partner. He's tough, he's strong, something you might see a little later on.
Theodore chased down by Josh Anderson. Mark Stone comes up with it. A 4-on-4 hockey here. Stevenson will tip it off for Theodore. One thing that Martin St. Louis has been adamant about with Jack-Eye is that he doesn't need to fight to stay in the lineup or to be part of this hockey club. Wanting to make sure his presence is felt.
He's playing around 14 minutes, doing a good job, playing a simple game. Has 3 points so far in the season, so exactly where you'd want him to be, and unexpectedly, when it comes to the Montreal staff and their coaches, to see what Jack-Eye's done to this point.
There's Braden McNabb. He'll take his time with it. McNabb sends it over to Pietrangelo. Alex Pietrangelo with a shot, and it's off the stick of Edmondson and out of play. Well, after Nicholas Hague got Vegas on the board, it's Cole Caulfield that's tied it at 1 on Hockey Night in Canada.
Tylenol rapid release gel caps. Let's go back to 2018 when this picture was taken. Sam Cosentino, a studio analyst, color commentator, and Drake's friend, ? I have more questions than I have answers, guys.
It's funny, Drake called. He said, are you working with Mackenzie tonight? I said, oh, yeah. What a game that was. Kevin Durant hit a 3 at the buzzer, send it into overtime. Toronto wins. And Drake ends up getting Durant's game-used shirt right off his back as part of a bet they had before the game.
Very
Fun
nice.
night.
More of a J-Rock guy, my kind of self. It's Marchessault with a shot. That one stings. It hit Dvorak again. And he's looking up going, oh, it's going to be one of those nights, is it? Marchessault gets the puck back. Marchessault hands it off for Pietrangelo. Try to get it down low in the corner. It'll land on the stick of Martinez and shakes off Suzuki. Jack Eichel back for Pietrangelo. Hands it off to Eichel. Eichel hits the brakes now. Turns away from Edmondson. On his backhand, he'll leave it for Martinez. Martinez for Marchessault. Going on net. Allen the stop. Comes right to Dvorak. And now he connects with Nick Suzuki. They'll find a little room through center, over the line for Harris. Harris moves to the middle, cuts down the wing, turns back, dropped it for Hoffman with a shot. Hill with a pad save, Pietrangelo cleared it out. Kolesar and Jack-Eye are out of the box. We're back at 5 aside. Hoffman had for Jake Evans, and he ripped it over the goal. Here's Hoffman stretching for it again. Tipped it in front, hooked away. He's got it back, and it's stopped by Hill. Evans to the point. Savard holds. Went down for Evans. Tips it in the air, floats to the crease. Drouin for Gouli. Evans trying to get it back for Hoffman, knocked away. And the puck gets cleared off the boards down the ice as Gouli goes after it.
Crowd cheering on those chances. All started with a good first pass here by Caden Gouli. He does it again through neutral ice.
Drouin comes in with a shot, went right off the leg of Theodore. Evans in the battle for it now with Kolesar. Kolesar hands it off for McNabb. Here comes Carrier. William Carrier. Trying to swing it back to the net. Jack-Eye got in the way as Roy was there. Now Roy's got it. Flipped in front for Kolesar. Stopped by Allen. He holds on. He jams at it. Here comes Jack-Eye again right after Kolesar. As Jake Allen had to look up to see who was poking at the loose puck, and in came his defenseman.
This is a little break in the action to remind you that the DraftKings Sportsbook app is available. Download it. Now back to the game we love.
Nice, Cabby. You know, Caden Gouli, 16th overall pick a couple of years ago. Look at this pass. It's got zip, it's got accuracy. They often talk about defensemen and categorize them as them having a good first pass. We've seen it with Caden Gooley all night here, and as a result of that pass, Montreal is able to enter the zone cleanly and create a couple of good scoring opportunities. So often your offense starts with what you do in your own zone.
Monahan and Eichel for the face-off, and Monahan won it. Harris will leave it for Edmondson, who got the assist on the Canadiens' goal. Well, Edmondson played over 21 minutes in his season debut Thursday at Winnipeg as Martinez fires, and it's kicked out by Allen. Gallagher knocks it up for Anderson. Off for Monahan. Locating the red line and dump it in. Gallagher hustling after it. Josh Anderson picks up the puck. Here's Anderson. Trying to turn away from Martinez. Goes to the point. Harris over for Edmondson. It's off his stick and he missed it. And Jack Eichel will grab it. Eichel can't get around Edmondson. He's got the puck and he'll clear it away for Monahan, who gives it back to Edmondson.
And that's that steady type of D that Edmondson brings to the lineup. Jack Eichel, leading scorer, 13 points, no problem. Good job one-on-one.
And this will be an icing call against the Canadiens.
A lot of puck touches for Jack Eichel in this game. And you see here he's able to spring off the zone. He's got his head up. He's got his head on a swivel. Tries to get around Edmondson, who had absolutely no part of it. Good job angling and taking the puck away from Jack Eichel by Joel Edmondson.
Eichel riding that 4-game point streak, and he's on a 5-game point streak against the Canadiens, where he has 11 points in the last 5 games he's played against Montreal. Here's Caulfield. Lays it up ahead for Doc, who's bumped by McNabb. Savard. Cross for Gooley. Puck skipped away on him. Caulfield there for support. Put it off the skate of Gooley. Carlson trying to reach in for it. Now Savard will get it out. Here's Doc. Hands it off for Caulfield. Cole Caulfield. Circling around. He'll go back for Caden Gooley. Thrown on net. Hill with a stop. Caulfield on it again. It's tight. Slides it towards the goal. Nick Suzuki fell back in the net. Trying to play it around for Caulfield as the puck got away from him. Come to center. Off the foot of Savard. 25 of the 35 career goals for Cole Caulfield have been scored at home as he gets it up ahead for Kirby Doc. He loves playing in this building. Now a break here for Carrier. Carrier checks it front. Colasar's shot hit Gooley in the back of the leg. Caulfield on his own here as the Canadiens are getting a change. He'll skip it in on net and Hill will hand it off. Whitecloud up for Haig. Now Carrier on a last rush, driving the net, stopped by Allen. Xhekaj will take the puck around the net as period number 1 comes to a close with Jake Allen making a big save in the dying seconds.
Carrier, 3 good chances in the first period for Vegas.
Shots 14-12 in favor of Montreal in the opening period. Nicholas Haig and Cole Caulfield, the goal scorers in this one. Ron and the panel coming up in our first intermission. It's 1-1 through 1 in Montreal on Hockey Night in Canada.
Bring it the other way. Kachuk for Giroux in front, and they score! It is Claude Giroux, number 300 for the former Flyers captain.
Longtime voice of the Oshawa Generals, now of Hockey Night in Canada, Mike Luck with the call. Claude Giroux gets his 300th goal in Ottawa against Philadelphia. We're not going to go through the games. We're going to deal with the culture of hockey right now and to the point. First at a macro level, and then we'll get down to the team level. Kevin was unbelievable in Vancouver. As you know, Mitchell Miller signed by the Boston Bruins, the 20-year-old who, when he was a teenager, had racially abused and bullied a young black classmate who was developmentally challenged. We don't have all the facts, so to give you a teachable moment right now would be impossible. But we're all processing, including the teammates of the Boston Bruins organization. Let's listen to Nick Foligno.
It's not something that anyone in this room stands for. So, you know, the culture that we built and these guys have built before I got here is one of inclusion and you know, I think it goes against that. So I understand he was 14 when he made this mistake, but you know, it's hard for us to swallow because we take a lot of pride in here, the way we act, the way we carry ourselves, what it is to be a Bruin. So that was a tough, you know, thing to hear for our group. I'm not going to lie to you.
We invited Don Sweeney, the general manager, to join us tonight. He declined. Elliot and Jeff on 32 Thoughts, much more on this story as it's developing. Jennifer, why don't you give us just a first blush impression?
Sure. A reaction would be one of confusion and concern on what has Mitchell done to earn this signing in terms of what we've learned, the information that's been provided. What steps has he taken to prove that he's learned from this or grown as a person? Or what has he done to show his regret or to educate other people to prevent such horrible things from happening? And this wasn't one single minor incident. This was ongoing. And so if somebody's going to earn a second chance, there needs to be more proof of what steps have been taken to get that opportunity.
I think that it's a positive sign for our game where the players are speaking out now and not just doing this internally and saying in a little group, I don't agree with this signing. None of us do. But I think it's really important that they get their message out to the public to make sure the public knows the Boston Bruins players do not agree with this. That's a strong message to me.
It is. And if you look at the culture of a team is like a house. If you want it to be strong and stand the test of time, it has to have a strong foundation. And on a hockey team, a foundation is 25 bricks or weight-bearing walls, 25 people on the team. And by those clips, it shows a lot of those players don't agree. They don't want a faulty brick or a weight-bearing wall knocked down on their team and with their culture, messing with it.
We're not sure if he's acknowledged his wrongdoing, let alone the impact of the hurt he created with the actions, Miller. But again, we're a little bit in the dark on this. I mean, Gary Bettman speaks and the NHLPA says, well, Gary had no right to say that. And we're hearing different things from different people within the organization. Eustace King, his agent, is a extremely well-respected individual, so it's complicated. And as I say, more on 32 Thoughts. So one quick thing though, Sheldon Kennedy and the Respect Group have been working with Stanley Bowman, and this is an incredible program, a pilot project with the Calgary Hitmen, Red Deer Rebels, Edmonton Oil Kings. They're creating a respect charter. Each team was asked to sit down and tell everybody what respect meant to them, how to hold one another accountable. So this is an ongoing project just underway in the Western Hockey League and the CHL with the Respect Group, and having the players again speak, as you said, Kelly. Okay, here's Kevin Bieksa to Vancouver Canucks Thursday morning at skate time.
I think it takes like 3 to 4 defensemen, 1 to 2 goalies, and 6 to 7 forwards of ultra-competitive guys. Ultra-competitive in your own right. Like, are you a net front guy? Well, you're the first guy on the ice tipping pucks every morning. Are you a shooter on the flank? Well, you're a guy who's on the ice every morning shooting 100 pucks before practice, right? Like, that's what the skill guys did. That's what the Kesslers, the Burrows, the Sedins, that's what they did. Are you an energy guy? You're in the gym. You have like your mandatory workouts, but you do more. You go above and beyond. So you're the best conditioned guy. You're the strongest guy. Your body's not breaking down from all the contact. You hone your craft. You take pride in what you do, and you work your doing it, and that's what makes everybody a better team. And then you keep each other accountable. If everybody's doing that, the goalies are on early, everyone's working at their profession, and you battle each other in practice, and that's why we were a great team for 8 to 10 years, and that's why we had a great culture.
Kelly.
Well said, Kev. So when I look back on my career, I had one of those teaching moments also. It's my first or second year in the league. We're in St. Louis. I had my best ever game, 49 saves. We beat the Blues 5-1. The next day at practice, I was dogging it. And I watched Bob Nystrom skate right over to me. And I can't say exactly what he said, but he basically said in my ear something about get moving. And that's unacceptable. And that's kind of the message you're talking about. Everybody has to be held accountable.
And I think the accountability is on so many levels, and that's an important thing to address. When we're talking about a winning environment, it's how are you going to behave on and off the ice, so in the locker room, but also away from the rink. And I think for Olympic teams that were successful, it was about having the best character people. And I think that's just such a key part of hockey success, and the positive rivalry. You do need to push people in different situations, but also understand that every person is going to be responsible and take care of each other within that environment.
For me, Kevin, to see the players wrap the tension was magic. How do you choose who does what role in terms of allowing them to work on their craft? I love that that wasn't so much motivational stuff as here's physical things you can tangibly do to make yourself better. How do you decide who's the buddy that shoots the puck, that you be the net front presence guy tipping it, and so on?
Well, I didn't know that talk was going to go viral. I thought that was just going to be for them, but now that it is, we're talking about it, and that's, you master your own domain. So you work on what you're good at, and you put in the effort to be the best at it, and if everybody's doing that, then it goes together, and then now all of a sudden my words carry weight. So now if I'm always working on what I'm good at, Jen's always working at her stuff, Kelly's stopping a couple pucks once in a while. Now when we say something to you, hey, Ron, pick it up a little bit with your throws to Kyle Bukauskas. Now our words carry weight because we're all working our butts off and we're all mastering our own domain. So this is the Stanley Cup Finals, and this is Nathan MacKinnon. He's working on a specific skill. That was the Crosby tip. Here's Maroon in front. It's the same thing. You're a professional. You do what you do. You work hard at it. Your teammates see that. And all of a sudden, if you're not pulling your weight, now we can tell you.
You can look at the socials, too, for more of Kevin's address to and they cut that down because you're a little long-winded to the team. I'm sure they were...
Well, a lot of beeps. There was a lot of beeps from some swear words. I wish we had that here.
It's well worth it. We'll take a short break, continue our coverage. Cabby on the other side of the break on Hockey Night in Canada. Richards.
Thank you, my good man. This is the SN Bets Big Board presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Montreal has 3 come-from-behind victories this season against Toronto, Pittsburgh, and St. Louis. Vegas opens the scoring, and Cole Caulfield scores his 8th. 6 of his 8 goals have been on home ice. The live total in that one is 6.5 goals. Toronto has beaten Boston in 3 straight. Austin Matthews has scored in 3 straight games. The live total in that one is 5.5 goals. And we had this great feature with Claude Giroux in the pregame show. It's almost poetic that he opens the scoring against his former team. Giroux's got 6, and Kevin Hayes has responded with his 2nd of the year. That one is 6.5 goals. You can get in on the action right now with the DraftKings Sportsbook app. See that QR code on the screen? Use that to download the app. Thank you so much, Ron. Back to you.
Cabby, thank you. We'll take a short break and come right back on a busy 5-game night, 3 of them happening as we speak on Hockey Night in Canada.
We are for the beginning of the second period. Earlier today, Martin St. Louis was asked what he enjoys the most about coaching. He said coaching in the NHL is the second best job in the world. Playing in the NHL is number 1. So he loves still being around the guys, but he had an interesting take saying, I think my favorite thing to do is watch the other teams play and figure out where the advantages are. The follow-up question was, okay, how can you take advantage of the Vegas Golden Knights? He smiled and politely declined to answer that one, at least prior to the game, guys. We'll see if he put together a game plan that can get the Habs a win against the Knights.
Yeah, a little wry, I don't know answer with a smirk.
Quite funny.
Yes, wasn't going to tip the cap on any plans, that's for sure. Vegas has outscored their opponent 17-5 in first periods this year, so the Canadians have kind of weathered the storm here of Vegas' start. Now they're on the attack to start the second as Carrier tried to get it towards the net. Tipped away, and Monahan goes after in the corner. Shea Theodore there first, played it back for Carrier. Tied up by Drouin. Jonathan Drouin knocks it loose, and Monahan will come up with a rolling puck. He'll get it across for Hoffman. Hoffman swings it back for Weidman, pass it behind him. That allows the Golden Knights to come back as Nicholas Roy will hand it off for Keegan Kolesar. Lost a handle on it. Monahan to Hoffman. He'll float it in. Theodore into the corner. Hoffman bumped on the play by Braden McNabb. Here's Stone on it. Theodore. That'll go off the skate of Nick Suzuki down the ice. So Allen will play it around for Savard. Cole Caulfield on it. 5 career goals against Vegas for Cole Caulfield if you include the playoffs in his career. It's the 2nd highest against any opponent for Caulfield. As Suzuki fires one towards the net. Doc after it. Pietrangelo in there as well. Eichel will get it up ahead for Stevenson. Went off the skate of Caulfield. And now it's Eichel that'll jump on the loose puck. Jack Eichel down the wing. Throws it back in front of Ted for Stone and got away from his stick. Caulfield for Suzuki. Drop pass to Kirby Dach. Puck free at the blue line, and Suzuki will give it to Savard at center. He'll rattle it back in around the glass, and Stone is there for Eichel. Reaches back to control it. Eichel gets it for Smith coming off the bench. His shot steered away by Allen.
Great area pass there by Eichel. Just delayed a little bit, threw it across in the backhand to create a chance.
Anderson in on the forecheck. Whitecloud has got it. He'll move the puck free for Riley Smith. Nicholas Hague on it for Vegas, and he'll clear it out down the ice, and this will be an icing call.
Caden Gooley led all players in ice time with 8 minutes and 23 seconds in that first period. And here he ends up taking a block shot towards the end of the period. Jake Allen, thanks so much. Big help. Big grimace on the face, and he finally makes his way over to the bench. Is he okay? He sure is. As he watches defensive play here, going up against Jack Eichel, who picks this puck up with speed. He's going one-on-one against Caden Gooley, and Gooley with no issues whatsoever defending.
Dvorak will be tossed from the faceoff. Josh Anderson in to take it against William Karlsson. The Golden Knights will switch up their defensive positioning on the draw. Haig after it in the corner. Gets in the way of Dvorak. Allows Whitecloud to move it up for Marchessault. Off to Karlsson with Smith going to the net. Karlsson drags the puck to Riley Smith, who scores. Wide open net for Riley Smith. He taps it in. Goals in back-to-back games, and Vegas takes the 2-1 lead.
He has really turned into a heck of a player. He's averaging around 50 points per season, plays a ton of minutes, all situations, and one of the mainstays here from Vegas, taken from Florida in the expansion draft, and he has been a key component to their success all through their years. Good job by Karlsson. Nifty move to drag it around his body to get around Harris and open up the lane. Fantastic backhand pass, and Smith, with that great chemistry, goes right to the net. He knows that Karlsson's going to get it to him, and the two connect for the 2-1 lead.
Karlsson with that setup extends his point streak against Montreal to 6 games. That's 10 points for him now in 6 against the Habs. And a turnover here allows another opportunity as Phil Kessel's on it. To the point for McNabb. McNabb will send it over to Theodore, and a big drive and a big block by Slavkovsky, who's down. Weidman on the puck. Slavkovsky on one knee trying to play it, and he is trying to swim his way along the ice to get to the Canadiens bench. Phil Kessel in front, knocked down, and a penalty coming up here as Red Howden on the doorstep was bowled over by Arber Xhekaj. He'll get called for cross-checking, and Slavkovsky's going to hobble his way down the hallway to the Canadiens dressing room.
Well, we've seen this on a couple of occasions. Dvorak in the first period. We just showed you Gooley near the end of the first period, and now it's Slavkovsky's turn to try and get in front of the puck. And same thing, when you open up that leg, you expose yourself to an area that's not quite protected, and you can see Slavkovsky, the puck comes back to him. He's just too sore to do anything about it. Arber Xhekaj working in front of the net as Howden tried to go between his legs. Xhekaj didn't allow that to happen. The cross-check results in Xhekaj going to the box for the second time in this game.
And the first power play of the night for the Vegas Golden Knights. They're 8 for 38 on the season at just over 21%. Chandler Stevenson will get it back for Pietrangelo. Alex Pietrangelo handing it off for Jack Eichel. Takes the shot, and Allen made the save. Marchessault for Stevenson. Pressured by Edmondson. Marchessault walks in with a shot. It's off the leg of Edmondson. Eichel will pick it up. Stevenson, a Marchessault firing. That's off the foot of Edmondson. Armia and bumps into Marchessault. And the puck goes out of play.
Another good block by Montreal. It's Edmondson in front who gets his skate on this shot, and you can see both teams really have committed to shot blocking as a big part of their DNA. Good quick puck movement. There goes Edmondson down on one knee to get the block and save a shot from Jake Allen.
Now Stevenson back along the boards. Marchessault up with it. Played it off for Jack Eichel. Eichel down in tight, tipped on net by Stevenson, and Allen will make the stop.
Stevenson was the focus of Bruce Cassidy this morning, saying he's probably one of the fastest guys in the league that no one really gives credit to. He's been a marvelous pickup, and Bruce Cassidy knew a little bit about him from his days in Washington, and Stevenson has turned into a stalwart for the Vegas Golden Knights.
Minute 22 to go in the Vegas power play. Eichel tossed against Monahan. Stevenson will step in. Marchessault sneaks right into the top of that circle off the draw. Now he's on the puck, and he'll roll it over for Pietrangelo. Eichel taking his time with it. Jack Eichel Backs up once more. Feeds Pietrangelo. Gets it right back. Eichel to Pietrangelo. Shoots. Stopped by Allen on the redirect. He'll cover it up.
Good job there off the tip by Stone in front of the net. Allen was able to track it. The Montreal Canadiens committing themselves to shot blocking in this game. Dvorak opens up that right leg, gets blocked. Cooley gets it in the back of the leg. He's trouble getting to the bench. Slafkovsky, same thing. And how about Joel Edmondson getting in front of this shot on the Vegas power play? Good job by the Montreal Canadiens and Slafkovsky. Nice to see him back on the bench.
Pietrangelo moves to the middle. He'll hand it off for Eichel. Jack Eichel down for Stevenson. Good block in front. And Allen comes up with a save and he holds on. As Vegas works the puck down in tight around the Canadiens' net.
Going back to when Jake Allen was signed by Mark Bergevin, I thought it was a great signing. There was some uncertainty surrounding Carey Price that was going to give him an insurance policy in case he didn't come back, and lo and behold, he's now the #1 guy there. Made a couple of excellent saves in this game, including the most recent one here in the Vegas power play.
There's Theodore. Shea Theodore. Play it out for Riley Smith. In front, deflected again off the stick of Carlson. Allen with a stop. Riley Smith for Shea Theodore. Theodore watched by Evans. Played it off for Phil Kessel. Kessel back to Theodore. Theodore to Kessel. Kessel on the backhand. Curls with it. Finds some room. Got it in tight for Roy. Poked away by Allen. Jake Evans will take off with it. Evans short-handed down the wing on his own. Content to hold on to the puck here and burn off a few more seconds of the power play.
Really wise play. Too often times you take that shot, it ends up going wide and you go back with numbers the other way, but Evans doing a good job killing the clock.
Suzuki trying to feed Armia. Power play is over. Vegas with 5 shots on that man advantage. Here's Howden in the corner, rolled it back to the point for Whitecloud. Zach Whitecloud snaps it on net. Jake Allen has got it. Let's check in with Sean.
Well, guys, let's take a look at an old game sheet. We'll tell you exactly why we're showing it to you going back to October 31st, many years ago, October 31st, 2009. This was the last game that Phil Kessel missed. It's hard to believe 4,752 days ago. The NHL's Iron Man keeps going.
996 consecutive games tonight.
Very impressive.
He's on target to hit the 1,000th consecutive game November 15th at home against San Jose.
An amazing mark. I think there's got to obviously be some luck involved, and people talk about Phil, whether he's in shape or not, but man.
That one goes off the crossbar over the shoulder of Allen and stays out. Here's Jackeye for Monahan. Bumped by Carrier. Allen will hand it off for Weidman. Tipped into the Golden Knights zone. Whitecloud is on it. Shots are 8-0 favoring Vegas here to start this second period. Allen will move it off for Edmondson. Up for Nick Suzuki. Tried to connect with Caulfield through center. That one got away from him and will be an icing call.
Good job by this line here. You got Colzer out there with Carrier, and Brett Howden just rips it. And I mean rips it off the crossbar.
Howden was originally drafted by Tampa, part of the Ryan McDonough trade with the Rangers, and then traded to Vegas from New York in July of 2021. Here's Stone trying to get around Kirby Dach. Stone feeds it over to Jack Eichel. Back across. Oh, great save made by Jake Allen. Here's Martinez back in his own end with it. Lays it up ahead for Eichel. Jack Eichel hands it off for Stone. Along the boards, dropped it back. Martinez for Stevenson. To Pietrangelo with a drive. That hit Harris, and it's cleared out by Kirby Dach. Martinez for Stone to Stevenson. Now Eichel with it. He'll shoot. It's into the feet of Edmondson. Caulfield turns on the Jets, trying to catch up to it, but it's batted away by Martinez. Edmondson follows up with it. Anderson off the bench. Will lift it into the corner, and Pietrangelo is on it. Pietrangelo takes a hit from Josh Anderson. Marchessault left it for Smith. Riley Smith trying to get around Kaiden Guhle. Now leaves it to Marchessault. Poked away. Anderson clears it out. McNabb after it. Got there before Gallagher. Theodore will hand it off to Marchessault. Up ahead to Carlson. Carlson down the wing. Driving the net. Stopped by Allen. And Allen will find the puck and then find a body on top of him. It's Marchessault as he makes the save. And they'll hold on. Tonight our hockey family is suffering the loss of a beloved teammate. Jim Young, a superb cameraman whose immense talent was only exceeded by his character and courage, passed away yesterday. To his wife Judy, his entire family, and his countless friends and colleagues, we send our most heartfelt thoughts and prayers.
Rest in peace, gentle giant.
A loss in Edmonton was followed by a huge win in Calgary. Tonight it's the Canucks in Vancouver, second game of our doubleheader, beginning at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific on Sportsnet 360, CBC, and Sportsnet Now. Here comes Arber Xhekaj with it out to center. He'll backhand it in. Aiden Hill out to play the puck. Canadians still have not recorded a shot on net here in the second period, as Howden will cross in, left it for Theodore. Thrown towards the net, went off the stick of Hoffman. Now Amadio to the point. McNabb trying to get it on net, and Amadio got a piece of that in the high slot. Allen with the stop as Monahan. It's tangled up in the corner with Ketzel. McNabb on the puck. Handing it off for Amadio. Drouin will find a loose puck, and he chips it out to center. Hoffman chops at it. Ketzel brings it in. It's an offside against Vegas.
Well, Jake Allen has been absolutely brilliant between the pipes here for Montreal in this game. This thing could be out of reach already if it wasn't for his handiwork. And a lot of difficult shots. In tight there, having to take one high from Riley Smith. Again, in tight, Keegan Kolesar hanging out. Stevenson with a tip in front of the net. This one he has to go across crease. Still able to get back in time. Excellent work on his 22 saves so far. And many of those shots tipped in front of him. But his positioning has been fantastic.
Harris backs up in his own zone with it. They'll leave it for Edmondson. Onto the wing for Yoel Armia. Armia drives wide and then is forced to the corner by Whitecloud. Slavkovsky trying to center it in front. He bats at it at the side of the goal. He's trying to connect with Evans. Kolesar for Vegas. Off for Haig. Nicholas Haig pressured by Slavkovsky on the back check. Kolesar kicks the puck free. Now Keegan Kolesar in front for Roy. Gave it back to Kolesar. To the point. Whitecloud to Haig. Dumps it off back to the net. Carrier trying to get to it. Evans up with it. Canadians are on it. Yoel Armia tried to throw that up the middle for Slavkovsky, but Whitecloud will turn it back. Whitecloud broken up by Slavkovsky. At the end of a shift though now as he'll carry it in and had it knocked away off his stick. Already out there for over a minute. Jack Eichel for Vegas. Snapped it on net. Short side blocked by Allen. Caulfield. Up for Nick Suzuki. Bounce pass off the boards. Connects with Kirby Dach. Takes the hit from Pietrangelo. He'll reverse it around to Eichel. Kaiden Guhle reaching in on him as Caulfield will send it to the near side with Savard hustling after it, but it's cleared away by Pietrangelo. Stevenson first down the puck for the Golden Knights. Into the boards by Guhle. Suzuki around to Savard. Savard right up the middle for Nick Suzuki. Went off his stick and Martinez will clear it away. Here comes Pietrangelo from center. Rolled to the corner. Savard goes after it. Marchessault keeping a close eye on him as Kirby Dach chopped it to the point. McNabb trying to get it to the net. Off the skate of Cooley. Smith in front shoots, and that's blocked.
There's Allen again. Great position. Nowhere for Smith to put that puck.
Marchessault to the point for McNabb. A drive off the leg of Dvorak. That's 3 tonight. Have the ice bags ready for Dvorak after this game.
Yes.
Riley Smith sends it across for Marchessault. Jonathan Marchessault left it for Riley Smith. Marchessault, by the way, getting an assist on the Vegas goal. Gives him 300 points with Vegas, making him the first Golden Knight with 300 points with the franchise.
This is clinical Vegas. They're coming in waves. They're snuffing out rushes. They're pinning Montreal in its own zone. Absolutely clinical.
Here's Theodore with a drive. Allen makes the save. Dvorak will clear it out. Mario left it for Theodore. $15-0 are the shots for Vegas here in the second period. Gallagher off the boards for Dvorak. Back to Savard. Hands it off for Cooley. That pass will make it up to Brendan Gallagher. He'll leave it for Dvorak with a shot. Hill the stop, didn't know where it was. Rebound goes wide, and that's the first shot of the period for the Canadians. And it took almost 12 minutes.
Get why Hill was a little bit shaky. He hasn't seen puck in a while.
Mario dumps it in deep. Edmondson going after it. Kessel in there, but it's Gallagher that knocks it down, and he'll poke it across for Harris. Off the boards, Gallagher catches up to the bouncing puck, snapped it on net. Hill steers it away. Whitecloud. And watched by Anderson. Will play it down the ice. And that's an icing call against Vegas.
Oh, Bruce Cassidy's done such a great job with this Vegas team. They're just doing everything and doing it well right now. Here's Armia on the rush, no problem. That gets snuffed out in a hurry, and it's not long before this puck ends up going back the other way. And how about Jack Eichel? Never really known for his 200-foot play. Does a good job pickpocketing Slavkovsky, gains possession, and again initiates the breakout. And now keeping in the zone, maintaining offensive zone time for the Vegas Golden Knights, making it really difficult on this young Montreal defense corps.
5 men after the puck in the corner, plays it off for Monahan. Sean Monahan feeds it for Jack Guy, walking in, rolling puck. Hoffman will find it. Mike Hoffman slides it right in front, but nobody there in a red sweater to get it on the slow pass, and Kolesar cleared it up. Sean Monahan tried to get it across for Hoffman, went off the skate of Kolesar. Whiteman will dump it in. Aiden Hill out of the net.
Right open here, right open.
Here's Whitecloud. Moves it up ahead, and Stone will backhand it in. Jake Allen quickly moves it. Armia back into the feet of Savard. Pass up for Armia. Yoel Armia throws it towards the net, and that missed. This shot had a little something on it there. Eichel up by Evans. Evans goes to the point. Fired towards the net by Caden Cooley and deflected wide. Here's Slavkovsky. Back to the point for Savard. Over to Cooley in front for Armia off his stick in the slot. Slavkovsky to Armia. Shot on goal. Hill the save. Pietrangelo off the boards and out. Stevenson racing after it. He's got it. And now he stops and drops it back for Eichel. Jack Eichel with a shot off the stick handle of Jake Allen. Yoel Armia will poke it out.
That's how quick it can happen. Great transition there by Vegas. Creates an opportunity. Eichel all over the place tonight.
Here's Carrier with it. Tied up along the boards by Cooley. Yoel Armia in there to help out. Savard stays close to Roy. Carrier still trying to play it. Now Roy knocked it loose. Kolesar has got it. Throws it in front. Great chance for Roy, but he rolled it wide. Suzuki up with a puck.
Hands it off to Cooley. And then back of the net, Cooley gets hit by Kolasar. Crowd doesn't like that.
Sure, Arbor Jack guys keeping an eye.
Puck thrown towards the net. It goes off a skate. Caulfield got it out. Suzuki trying to catch up to it, but Theodore was there first. End of a shift for Nick Suzuki. Gallagher knocks it away from Carey and lost his stick in the process. Dvorak to Caulfield for Gallagher, who grabbed the new stick skating by the bench, and he's on it now as he'll slide it off for Harris. McNabb did free, and Carlson will come up with it. Here's Edmondson. I think Gallagher grabbed the stick of Jake Evans, who was quick to put it out as he was flying by the bench to keep that play alive. Edmondson after the puck, and that will be called and brought back to the Vegas zone.
Download the BetMGM app and play with the king of sportsbooks and casinos.
Stretch of 3 minutes and 28 seconds without a whistle there.
We've seen a few of those.
Yeah.
Well, pretty good town on a Saturday night.
Here's Harris. Played it out for Kirby Dach. It went off the leg of Carlson, and Harris is back on it. Kirby Dach up the middle with it. Over for Nick Suzuki. Carlson up for Marchessault. He'll knock it into the Canadian zone, and Harris will retreat behind his own net with Howden watching him. Savard has a look up ice, connects with Caulfield. Suzuki was hoping that puck would get over the head of Pietrangelo, but back the other way come the Golden Knights. Kessel tried to center it. Good play by Savard, and then he got the stick on the puck to slide it over to Kirby Dach. Here comes Caulfield. Cole Caulfield trying to get it towards the net. Hill is saved. Puck still free. Kirby Dach trying to dig it out, but Adin Hill will hold on to get the whistle with a 2-1 Vegas lead late in the second in Montreal on Hockey Night in Canada. Take on Oldham Athletic tomorrow morning for a place in round 2. Coverage begins on Sportsnet and Sportsnet Now at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific.
Want to bet? You can do it at Canada's Sportsbook. Sports interaction made for Canadians by Canadians.
Face off back in the Vegas zone as Stevenson will line up against Jake Evans. Stevenson won it. Armia gets in the way. Evans throws it back towards the net. It's covered up by Adin Hill.
Jake Evans giving some third and fourth line minutes here to Marty St. Louis. Pretty good in the face-off circle. Plays with a lot of energy. And someone they need to win a draw here. Being outshot 15-3 in the second period, which has been a trend all season long. Minus 28 shot differential for Montreal in second periods this season.
Here's Savard for Evans. Jake Evans in the corner trying to get away from McNabb. Now he's got Eichel on him. Jake Evans knocked it back for Juraj Slafkovsky. Slafkovsky tried to get it to the point for Savard. Went off his stick. Stevenson back the other way. Hands it off for Stone. Can't drag the puck around Cooley. McNabb got up by Slafkovsky. It'll come back to Stone. Stone trying to turn away from Caden Cooley. Jake Evans on the loose puck. Out to center. Savard follows up. Lifted into the corner. Evans going after it. Tangle up with Theodore. Jonathan Drouin. Flipped it back for Armia. Off for Drouin. Bouncing puck. Couldn't settle it down. Eichel gets away with it. Now Theodore trying to work his way around Arber Xhekaj. Hoffman to Weidman. Here comes Drouin. Snapped it wide, and Monahan fell and took out Martinez in the process. Carrier trying to go back the other way. He can't get to the net. Arber Xhekaj will lead the rush. Dropped it off for Monahan. Monahan curls, looks for an outlet pass. He'll feed it across for Xhekaj. Arber Xhekaj with a shot. Hill the save, and Drouin took a whack at the rebound in front. Weidman off to Monahan. Pietrangelo watching him. Here's Weidman with it. To Hoffman. Final minute of play in the second period as Pietrangelo tried the lead pass for Carrier. Too far, it's out of his reach. That's an icing call.
So difficult for Montreal to get pucks to the net right now. Vegas doing a good job keeping everything to the outside, and when it does come to the middle of the ice, everyone collapsing in there. So Marty St. Louis, who says he likes to coach in the future, meaning the four guys that don't have the puck as opposed to the present, the guy with the puck. But you look at this, all five guys in the picture here for the Vegas Golden Knights. Everything kept to the outside for Montreal. Yeah, a shot gets through, but the second opportunity cleared away. Good job defensively by Vegas.
Nick Suzuki feeds it to the point. Edmondson will fire a shot. He's deflected wide as Suzuki will give it to Caulfield. Over to Harris. Harris for Edmondson. Tees it up. That missed. Harris there waiting for it. Bumped by Colasar. Cole Caulfield. Rolling puck. Settles it down. Leaves it for Joel Edmondson. Thrown towards it and went off the leg of Waugh. Harris down low for Nick Suzuki. Pietrangelo up the boards. Caulfield's got it to Edmondson. And fire rolling puck kicked up by Hill. Edmondson on it again. 10 seconds to go in the period. Caulfield to Doc. Kirby Doc. Back of the net. Up for Edmondson. Up high. Harris. Ball shoots. That got blocked. And Suzuki tried to throw it to the net right at the siren.
Good last second push here for Montreal to try and create some opportunities. It was tough all second period long.
Coming up in our second intermission, Elliott and Chapp along with Ron with 32 thoughts. 16-7 shots in favor of Vegas in the second period. Riley Smith the only goal. It's 2-1 for the Golden Knights on Hockey Night in Canada.
MC and the new Sierra AT4X. As always, Jeff Merrick and Elliot Friedman. And obviously, men, we're following the story of Boston signing Mitchell Miller. This was Commissioner Gary Bettman overseas reacting.
Before the Bruins made the decision to sign him, we were not consulted. I happened to talk to Cam Neely since the time that he was signed. He's not coming into the NHL. He's not eligible at this point to come into the NHL. I can't tell you that he'll ever be eligible to come into the NHL. If, in fact, at some point they think they want him to play in the NHL, and I'm not sure that they're anywhere close to that point, we're going to have to clear him and his eligibility.
Okay, so a lot of people, I think, feel the same way that the commissioner sounded today. I heard a lot of why would they do this? There's a lot of talk about hockey culture, diversity inclusion report that was just shown at the Board of Governors meeting. Why would they do this? It wasn't necessary in a lot of people's eyes, and it was challenging to them when they're trying to have these kinds of honest conversations with some of the fans or people in their different markets. So I don't think anybody was surprised to see the commissioner react that way. I do think Boston at one point indicated it was likely they would sign Miller, but there's, I guess, a big difference between likely signing him and actually doing it. And it's very clear that even though the NHLPA has objected tonight to say that Miller is not suspended in any way, shape, or form, the commissioner is not going to make this road easy for Miller to play in the NHL when he's ready.
Now, with Miller scheduled to report to AHL Providence today, Ron Elliott, I reached out to AHL President Scott Housen. He says he plans to meet with Miller this week in Providence. I believe that's going to be Thursday. And here's what he told me about the meeting. Quote, I need to meet with him to find out information from him firsthand. I only know what has been said through the media or anecdotally. This will begin the process of me finding out what he has learned, what he has been doing to improve as a person, and what he will continue to do to make himself a better person. I will decide next steps after I meet with him, Elliot.
You know, one of the other things that a lot of people have been wondering is kind of how did this all start? And a couple of months ago, right around the beginning of September, Miller's new agent, Eustace King, set a package around to teams. And there were some teams who were interested. There were other teams who said no way. From what I understand, Boston brought him to the city a couple of times. He stayed there for a week. And that was kind of the way they got to know him. Now, I do understand, and I think everybody looks at this, Ron, and says, the fact that the Bruins did not contact the family directly and didn't do that is a big sticking point for them and something that I think a lot of people are never going to be able to get past.
Great. Thank you for that. Bo Horvat, Jeff.
Okay, he's one of the hottest players in the NHL. In his last 3 games, he's had multi-goal games. Only Petri Skriko and Alex McGillney have done that before for the Vancouver Canucks. And, also 10 of Vancouver's 38 goals this season have been scored by the captain, Bo Horvat. And he's on an expiring deal. And there's been no moving of the needle whatsoever in the contract talks. And Ron, I think people are starting to get really curious here when the Vancouver Canucks will decide on his fate, either in Vancouver or elsewhere.
Ottawa Senators, Sale.
All right, the nation's capital. There are a lot of people abuzz there. They're playing tonight with the news of what could potentially happen to the team. I think it's too early to say who the new ownership group will be, but the expectation is things there will heat up around American Thanksgiving or just after, and they'll start to really get that process seriously moving. Also, New Jersey playing late tonight against Calgary. Unfortunately, Mackenzie Blackwood was hurt the other night in the game against Edmonton. I think the Devils are waiting until they get back home early next week to figure out the extent of the damage. Hopefully, it's not as bad as it looked.
And a final note, Hockey Canada.
Really quickly, deadline for board applications comes up this Thursday. On Friday, the official vetting of those applicants will begin. And one interesting note here as well, Ron, they've discussed putting together an advisory panel, or maybe I consider it a subcommittee that will advise this new board, considering this new board will only serve for a 1-year term. Pretty crucial to get everyone up to speed as quickly as possible.
Jeff, I always mention the radio show, Ken Danico talking about John Marino, and he went out and feathered the past Jesper Bratt for an unbelievable game-winning goal against the Oilers. Wasn't he great? So Marino, that was a scoop that you got from Kenny Danico. We'll see New Jersey at Calgary and Nashville. Zach Sanford, you see his shot blocks. More on that topic coming up.
Section option is, and then after that it becomes more of a read and react to what the penalty kill is doing. So you see right here when they move this puck around, he's looking for that one-timer in the soft spot, but Coyle reads that, so he's going to dart into a new spot. So Coyle's taking that away. He darts into a new spot. He takes that. And then we're going to see Nylander get this puck in the neutral zone. It's kind of like a tight end in a zone coverage, right? As soon as Lindholm chases behind the net, he sits in that little pocket where Lindholm just left. And there's a beautiful pass by Nylander. So like a zone coverage in football, I love football, guys. I don't know if you can tell. As soon as the defender moves, you take his space, you sit in there. Smart play by Matthews.
Very much so. And in Montreal, you know that St. Louis is going to have high expectations for his team in terms of effort. And if you look at tonight, block shots. Here's an example. Dvorak in the first goes down, needs a little helping hand there from Savard. And then later in the game, it's Goulet that's going down, had some great smart plays with the puck. And then all of them sort of took a moment on the bench, but all 3 guys, Slafkovsky here takes it down. They go to the bench, recover. All 3 guys have stayed in the game, but Savard sort of set the tone. Savard is second overall in the NHL for most shot blocks. So for these guys, making the right decision, making the right plays to make sure that you're involved in the game, doing what's best for the team.
And in Ottawa, great game too. 2-1 Philadelphia after 2. Brady Tkachuk, what more can the Senators ask from this player all season long? He has really stepped up. Here's the opening face-off at the top of the picture. That's Zach McEwen. He wants to go with Brady Tkachuk. Of course, that's not going to happen. Brady's too good a player right there to get involved in that. Watch his strength here. He's going to battle 2 players and comes up with the puck. Then he's going to get involved with Sanheim in front. This is a great one because this is a battle that lasted a little bit. And then unfortunately for the Flyers, it's Sanheim that takes a penalty, and he goes to the penalty box. They're chirping a little bit. Sanheim is like, how in the world did I get a penalty? What did I do that Brady didn't do? And then it continues on. Here's the start of the second period. He's chirping with DeAngelo. Look at the referee, Kelly Sutherland. He's listening in, trying to pick his spots as well. So it's a great battle tonight in Ottawa.
Tiz, thanks. We'll come right back with our 3 early games. The third periods are on deck. Chris and Craig. We have John and Sam. We have Mike and Gary on Hockey Night in Canada. Right after the break.
Nights a season, that's the most in the NHL, and what do you know? We've got a 1-goal game heading into the third period here in Montreal. And the goaltending for Vegas has been great. Adin Hill has now stopped 45 of the last 46 shots he has faced over his past 2 games.
Amazing. Everyone coming into this year thought, how is Vegas going to withstand not having Robin Lehner? Well, Adin Hill has been a huge part of that. And here in this game, he's been spectacular. Good positioning. He's got a lot of help from his defense. Not giving up a lot of second opportunities. Clearing rebounds wide. Using his stick to poke pucks free. He's done an amazing job. When you look at this combination between Adin Hill and Bruce Cassidy's attention to detail defensively with Logan Thompson, combined coming in tonight at 1.92 goals against average, best in the National Hockey League. And you have to give credit to what they're doing between the dots, collapsing, good clean exits out of the zone, not giving up a lot of second opportunities. And there he is in his own penalty box is Logan Thompson, who will likely get the next start for Vegas.
Vegas in Toronto on Tuesday for their next game, while the Canadiens will travel to Detroit for their next outing on Tuesday. Joel Armia at center, he'll lift it in. It's knocked down by Braden McNabb. Carrier up for Roy, in on the line, snapped the shot. It's off the stick of Xhekaj and out of play.
Yeah, good job keeping a nice tight gap there. Get a stick in the lane and push it out of the way from Nicholas Roy, who's really accepted a role here, a more defensive role in this Bruce Cassidy system. Still has the opportunity. Pretty good point producer coming out of junior hockey. Xhekaj doing his thing. Montreal looking to score here. It's not been pretty when scoring 2 or less.
Coming into tonight to Vegas with a plus 17 goal differential, making them second in the NHL behind the Bruins.
Used to playing in a lot of tight games. The 2 losses, both by 1 goal. So they're used to being in these tight ones.
Caulfield tried to knock it down out of the air. It ends up back in the net. Eichel on it in the corner. And worked over by Savard. Stevenson on it for Vegas. Feeds it over to Martinez with a shot blocked in front. Kirby Dach has got it. A break for Montreal. It's a 3-on-1. Nick Suzuki to Dach to Suzuki. He's got it. The captain strikes again. It's a 2-2 game.
Everyone in the building thinking, hey, 22's coming down the wing. He's going to be the guy who gets this puck. But instead, Dach coming down the middle of the ice. He doesn't even look over to his backhand. Returns the pass on the forehand. Suzuki perfectly sets up, stops, lets it fly right off the post. He knew that Adin Hill had to slide over to his blocker, slides just enough for Suzuki to tuck it in off the far post. And here we are, tied at 2 early in the third.
Marchessault will lift it in.
Suzuki!
So you can make it a 4-game point streak for Nick Suzuki now. 4 goals and 7 points in that stretch. And 56 seconds into the period, Canadians even it up. Marchessault feeds it on the wing. Riley Smith back in, and his shot's deflected out of play.
Well, great job here off the rush, and Montreal gets a break there. As Stevenson goes down, that's what creates this 3-on-1, and now Suzuki looks to the middle of the ice. Dach returns the pass, right shot through the middle of the ice back to Suzuki, and does a great job of that pinpoint accuracy. The youngest captain in franchise history at 23 years old, taking advantage of a Chandler Stevenson wipeout. to create the 3-on-1 and the tying goal.
Whoa! Kessel just put it off the iron. Here's Haig trying to center it. And it bounced away from the stick of Amadio. Lineman up the board. Sanderson will help it out. It's down the ice. Haig going after it, chased by Monahan. He'll leave it in the corner. Michael Amadio. Up by Josh Anderson. Monahan trying to come up with a puck. He'll knock it below the goal line. White Cloud after it in the corner, and he's bumped by Anderson. Haig will send it down the ice. Off the stick, so no icing, and Allen's out of the net to play it. Arbor Jackeye takes his time with it. Edmondson for Jackeye. Up for Drouin. Hill to the corner for Pietrangelo. Pumped by Anderson. Carrier cut off at center by Edmondson, and Pietrangelo inside his own line, tried to connect with Kolasar, went off the stick of Edmondson. Jordan Harris. Boris Slavkovsky to Edmondson. Cross for Evans. Dumps it into the corner so Slavkovsky can catch up to it on the boards. Couldn't poke it by Roy. Back the other way comes Carrier. Being watched by Harris. Carrier around the net, and it rolls right into the crease, and Allen will put a glove on it.
Now the captain, Nick Suzuki, getting Montreal on the board here to tie this game up early in the third period. Here's a sampling of his work going back to last Saturday against St. Louis. Picks up a goal here as it goes off his rear end. Good quick release off the bar and in, and this one against Winnipeg. Absolutely brilliant as he drives the net. Not one more. There's number 4. Nick Suzuki goals in each of the last 4 games for the Montreal Canadiens.
And Jordan Harris called for holding here, so Vegas will get a power play.
Carey has just been a force in this game. 3 excellent chances. Uses that big body, good puck protection, and that forces Harris to get the arms up on him to commit the holding infraction. Key point here for Vegas in the power play.
They had 5 shots in their last man advantage as Chandler Stevenson is tossed out of the draw. Stevenson 4th in NHL face-off win percentage. That's not a bad trade-off. Eichel comes in, and Eichel wins it, and Vegas sets it up. Pietrangelo into the corner for Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson, pass across, Eichel shoots, it's off the outside of the net. And Edmondson will fire it off the glass and get it down the ice. There's Pietrangelo. They'll feed it onto the wing for Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson carries it in front for Eichel. It's tipped away. Stone up with it. Stone got it across. Marchessault ripped it off the bar. There's Stevenson. Back for Stone with a shot right on, and Allen will make the save.
Armia going to the bench slowly now. Took Eichel's stick right up in his chops as Eichel came across the middle of the ice. Stevenson, good speed, looks to find Eichel, who cut across and got an elbow up into the face of Armia. No call in the play. Armia a little rattled going to Montreal's bench.
Armia getting some attention from Graham Reinbend on the Canadiens bench. Nick Suzuki, top of the puck, chipped it by Pietrangelo. He'll catch up to it. Eichel's right on him. Jack Eichel lost it to Suzuki as he tried to jump up and catch it in the air. Stevenson has to help him out, and now Vegas has got it back. Eichel over the line, left it for Stevenson. Throws it off the outside of the net. Savard. Play it. Here's Stevenson back to the point for Pietrangelo. Got it across. Marchessault in front. Here's Stone with a chance. Side of the net. Stevenson can't get to it. Eichel trying to get it back over for Marchessault. It's blocked by Evans. Harris around the boards. Eichel kept it in right in tight. Marchessault. Poke check by Jake Allen. Now he's lost his stick. Eichel up with it. He'll shoot. Head save made by Jake Allen. He deflects it out of play off his mask.
Wow, he started swimming there, Jake Allen. Marchessault's there in front of the net. He's got all kinds of time, and Allen goes out to challenge him. This is just unbelievable play by Allen. some support defensively. Montreal can't clear the puck. It's kept in. And as it's kept in, Marchessault tries to outlast him, and Allen reaches. Now he loses his stick and finally ends up taking this one off the dome and sending it out of play. Jordan Harris loving that in the penalty box.
Armia lifted to the point, knocked down by Haig. Now Theodore with it. Sends it across. Kessel with a shot, loose puck in front, and Riley Smith jams it in. Smith with his second of the night. It's a power play goal, and Vegas takes the lead.
One of the original 6 from the expansion draft is Riley Smith, and he does a good job going to the front of the net here. Phil Kessel does a great job getting up underneath the stick of Armia. Armia can't clear it properly, and when Vegas keeps it in the zone, you'll see Smith on the left side of your screen. Perfect position. Allen's able to make that stop, but the puck hangs around the crease, and Smith gets a good whack at it to complete the goal here. And now Vegas back on top again.
Riley Smith had a power play goal in Ottawa, so goals in back-to-back games. 2 here tonight. Power play goals in back-to-back games as Allen covers it up.
He's such a serviceable player is Riley Smith. Picked up from Florida in the expansion draft. I'm sure Gerard Gallant had a big say in that, having coached him in Florida previous to the expansion draft, and just does an excellent job with his wide open to the play with his back to the boards, and then sneaks into that soft ice. Nobody knows who's there. Takes advantage of the rebound.
Quick shot right on net by Carrier is stopped by Allen.
Yeah, you go back to opening night in Vegas, October of 2017. And the introduction of Carlson, who came over from Columbus. Handshakes with the first responders from the tragedies that had occurred. Marchessault and Riley Smith. And here we are 6 years later. All 3 of them on the same line together. Excellent chemistry and part of the original 6 that still remain from that expansion draft.
Caulfield up for Kirby Dach. Dach will swing it around the boards. Caulfield going after it, but it's Colasar that tipped it away for Carrier. Taken to the boards by Jackal. Dach to Weidman. Long pass ahead. Off of Caulfield down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. Caulfield trying to say he got a piece of it.
William Carrier is one of those players who's been excellent in this game, and another one of those guys who's around from the start. He doesn't mind throwing his body around. He skates pretty well. He's got better hands than most people give him credit for. And his ability to drive the net and protect the puck, he's been really effective in this game. He's had 3 great chances, and he drew the penalty, which led to the go-ahead goal for Vegas.
Craig knocks the puck down at center. Got it for Howden. Fed back to Whitecloud. Nicholas Haig for Kessel. To Amadio. Stopped at center. Whitecloud jumps up on the play, and he'll get it into the corner. Now goes after it. Weidman is there. Nick Suzuki battles for it. Kirby Dach to the point and out. Haig will float it back in. There's Suzuki. For Hoffman. Lifts it in right on Hill. Swipes it back to the net for Pietrangelo. Dvorak behind the goal to Gallagher. Brendan Gallagher tries to jam it in on the side of the net. Went off the outside of the goal. Marchessault clearing. Carlson up with the puck for Vegas. Bumped by Savard. Pietrangelo at the point, fires. Knocked down by Jake Allen. Hoffman. Looks to escape Carlson. Caden Cooley will feed it back for Savard. Brendan Gallagher. Out at center for Hoffman, off the stick. Pietrangelo. To Martinez, and back for Pietrangelo. Canadians are on a change as Martinez dumps it in, and that will be blown down and brought back.
Desjardins Financial Group, a proud part of communities, a proud fan of hockey wherever it's played.
Marty St. Louis has done a nice job here taking over the Montreal Canadiens bench. And he talks about coaching, and he talks about the future and the present. With the present being the puck carrier, I don't want to coach the puck carrier. I want to coach the future, the 4 guys without the puck. And that's something he's tried to implement here with this group.
Martinez lifted in the air, and it skips back to the Canadian zone. Edmondson is on it. That allowed Vegas to complete their line change. Drouin to the corner for Anderson. Bumped by Jack Eichel. Puck comes free to Harris. Had to reach back for it. Sends it to Joel Edmondson. High shot knocked down by Hill with Anderson at the side of the net. Monahan has got it in front for Drouin. Into his feet. Trying to get it back and can't get a shot away. Edmondson threw it in the middle, and it's broken up. And here comes Stevenson on a breakaway. Stevenson to the net. But save made by Jake Allen.
This is a tough pass to make. Edmondson cross ice. Stevenson with the breakaway. Jake Allen keeps his team in it. Both small in stature, both told that they might be too small to play, and both to this point have overcome. When you look at the first 89 games in the careers of each of St. Louis and Cole Caulfield, you see the number of goals scored by Caulfield, simply incredible. 5 of his 35 game winners, 6 of them on the power play. As we know, St. Louis went into the Hall of Fame in 2008, 1,033 points. Caulfield a long way to go to get to there, but it's a pretty good start so far for the young man.
Armia will get it out to center, and then he's bumped by Eichel. Eichel's helmet comes off. Eichel trying to say Armia got the stick up, and that's what knocked it off. He goes to the bench. Here's Cooley at the point with it.
That was precipitated by what happened earlier in front of the Montreal net. In the power play, Eichel came across the middle of the ice, got his elbow up on Eichel, and Armia took his number, made sure to get a little retribution, and according to Jack's face, he did so.
Watch the stick come up here.
He sees Eichel's coming, and all right, that'll be enough
right
of that. There's Eichel then, leaning and leading with the shoulder up in that head area. Armia's had enough of that.
Whitecloud will dump it in. Wideman after the puck. Polisar up with it. Cleared off the boards to the point. Haig shoots, scores! Keegan Colasar going to the net. Might have got a piece of that shot, and maybe even got deflected twice on the way. Colasar looks like he's got the goal.
This puck can't be cleared as Wideman tries to clip it up the boards. It goes off Armia, and so simply stepping into it was Haig, and Colasar off the upper shaft of his stick ends up directing this one down, and no chance for Allen there whatsoever. But good job by Colasar. Anytime you get in front of a Nick Haig shot, you got to have a little moxie to you, and Colasar gets it done here for the 2-goal Vegas lead.
Well, the former Seattle Thunderbird with his 2nd of the season. Robert Jackeye will jump on the puck, and he'll turn it back for Wideman. Out to center for Kirby Dach. Right ahead for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki trying to get a shot away, but puck didn't stay on his stick. Jackeye racing back. Wideman to help out. Colasar jumps on it for Waugh. Scores! Nicholas Waugh rips it home, and Vegas has opened this one up. It's 5-2.
How about Bruce Cassidy going back to this line, though, right after the Colasar goal? They reward them with another shift right after, and a little bit of confusion here. You got 2 defensemen going back. Both Jackeye and Wideman now have their back to the play. That allows Colasar to take it. He knows that he's got support coming from behind him with Nicholas Waugh. Does a good job finding him. The defensive collapse. The gap is too wide, and this puck is past Jake Allen, and now a 5-2 lead for Vegas.
2 goals in 21 seconds.
as Nicolas Roy gets his first career goal against the Canadiens in his 4th game for the Quebec native. That 4th line for Vegas has done some damage here. There's Pietrangelo, lost it. Gallagher jumps on it. Brendan Gallagher spins, trying to get it to the net. It was cut up in the feet of Martinez. Dvorak trying to play the puck away in front. Gallagher backhand on goal, and Adin Hill makes the save.
Good response here by this Dvorak Gallagher line as Hoffman goes to the bench in all kinds of difficulty. Bent over in pain on that Montreal bench, and right off the draw, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but this shot comes up and it either hits him in the face or the wrist. I think he got his glove up and it got him in the wrist. Short cuff gloves, and he's still keeled over in pain in the Montreal bench.
Edmondson back on the puck as he clears it out of the zone. Slafkovsky will hand it back for Joel Edmondson. Now Theodore trying to get a piece of it. Gallagher back in the middle. Edmondson poked it in over the line. Slafkovsky in front. Dvorak with a chance. Hill the save, and the rebound cleared away by Brayden McNabb. That was sitting there with a wide open net. Riley Smith up with it. Smith with 2 goals tonight for Vegas. 23rd career multi-goal game for Riley Smith.
Back the other end, we showed Adin Hill off the top of the 3rd period, just how steady he's been. He continues that fine play here in period number 3.
Harris will dump it in. Josh Anderson on it in the corner. But it's Pietrangelo that'll skate it out. Oh! Anderson runs Pietrangelo. This is going to bring everybody in. A huge hit on Pietrangelo by Josh Anderson right in front of the Vegas bench. And the Golden Knights were up on their feet immediately, trying to get to Josh Anderson. Pietrangelo is up. He's mixed up with Monahan here. He was right back to his feet right away.
You don't see Pietrangelo get too riled up too often, but this one from behind, right in front of that Vegas bench, and immediately everyone closes in on Anderson.
And Josh Anderson goes to the dressing room to get a little attention after all of that. They'll check out Pietrangelo as well in a 5-2 Vegas lead on Hockey Night in Canada.
From the mouth a little bit, and here's why. As this puck gets caught in his feet, he turns his head down, turns around, and Anderson, with no regard whatsoever, continues full speed into the check, and the face of Pietrangelo went into the dasher. From there, his defense partner, Alec Martinez, comes in, and the bench up in arms immediately on that hit by Anderson. Such a dangerous play. Pietrangelo, who doesn't usually get too riled about many things, immediately went after Anderson. And Anderson went down the tunnel. Pietrangelo's okay. A 5-minute boarding, the game misconduct given to Anderson.
Yeah, 5 in a game for boarding. After the call on the ice was confirmed, Justin St. Pierre, the referee, explaining that to the crowd, plus a couple of roughing penalties to Martinez and Pietrangelo. So now they'll explain that to everyone here to sort it out. Meanwhile, coming up after the doubleheader later tonight, it's After Hours featuring Bo Horvat and Ethan Bear following the Predators and Canucks with After Hours on Hockey Night in Canada.
Good addition to add some depth to that Vancouver blue line with the addition of Ethan Bear. He was anxious to get playing, was sitting there rusting in Carolina. It's been quite a third period here. Montreal Canadiens tied up on Nick Suzuki's goal early in the third, but from there it's been all Vegas. Kessel sends it to the front of the net. Smith is at the side door for an easy rebound goal. This puck can't be cleared by Montreal. Haig basically hits Kolesar with a great deflection off the top of the shaft of his stick to make it 4-2. And then that same line comes back again. Kolesar with an assist on the Nicolas Roy goal to make it 5-2 Montreal, just past the midway mark of period number 3.
So here's something you don't see every day, a 5 in a game for Josh Anderson, but because of the 2 penalties to Pietrangelo and Martinez, the Canadians will start with a 4-on-3 power play.
That's odd.
So when you would think that it would be Montreal that's in trouble off the hop out of this, they'll actually have an opportunity here as Kirby Dach will set it up along the blue line. A lot of open ice out here. Dach to Caulfield, back for Dach. Kirby Dach to Nick Suzuki, scores! Two-goal game for Nick Suzuki. It's 5-3.
Isn't that interesting how it played out? Marty St. Louis knowing, hey, we're down by 3. I'm going to throw 4 forwards out there on the 4-on-3. Monahan with that net front presence. You see the triangle by the Vegas defenders, and Suzuki does a good job here going to the short side. He's got pinpoint accuracy on the shot. You saw his goal to start the period where he banked it in off the far post. This time he decides to go to the short side, and it works perfectly. I don't know if we can go to sleep just yet.
Well, now the power play is over, but it's going to be 4-on-4 with 1:48 to go in the Martinez penalty. Well, the Canadians trying to claw back in this one. Midway through the third. Jay Theodore off the board. Stone back for Theodore, and he'll throw it out to center ice. And Nick Suzuki goes after it. A 3-point game for Kirby Dach as well. Here comes Caulfield. Cole Caulfield into the Vegas zone. Throws it around the boards, tip back to the point. Suzuki across for Savard. Savard hands it off for Cole Caulfield. Caulfield to Savard, out of his reach. Suzuki catches up to it. Trying to get it back for Caulfield, but it's turned over, and Stevenson has got it. McNabb ahead for Stone. Stone drops it back for Whitecloud, and Whitecloud will hand it off for Nicholas Hague. Here's Hague coming in with a shot. Goes off the skate of Edmondson as we welcome the viewers of the Leafs-Bruins game here to Montreal tonight. And here comes Kirby Dach down the wing with it. Dropped it out for Jonathan Drouin. The shot goes wide. Dach off with a bouncing puck. Couldn't get it at the side of the net. In a battle with Carlson for it. Hague trying to hold it up. 2-goal night for Nick Suzuki. 2-goal night for Riley Smith. Vegas had opened it up a bit here in the third, but after a 5-minute major for Borden to Josh Anderson as Carlson drives it in, and then Jake Allen bumped by Edmondson, his own defenseman, crashing into him. Carlson tried to feed it in front and went off of Harris, and Edmondson has it back. Now Martinez out of the box, and now it's a power play for Vegas for under 3 minutes as the Canadians have to kill off the 5-minute major to Anderson.
Anderson with a big hit from behind on Alex Pietrangelo led to that fray. Oddly enough, Montreal ended up with a power play scored, and now here we are all this time later with Vegas getting an opportunity.
Eichel played it down low for Marchessault. Cooley was lying on the ice to try and block any pass in front. Jack Eichel hands it off for Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo with a shot, and it's gloved by Jake Allen.
Good glove save there by Alan Pietrangelo, trying to get on the board here. After suffering that hit from behind by Josh Anderson that led to the 5-minute boarding major and the game misconduct. Good clear sight there for Allen. It's a little bit of what he was able to see with Pietrangelo bearing down on him.
Dvorak will square off against Chandler Stevenson. He won it back for Savard. Fired around the boards and all the way down the ice.
Hill leaves it. Pietrangelo. Dropped it back for Jack Eichel. Dvorak. It's a check. Eichel lost his stick. Here comes Eichel. Handing it off to Stone. Stone up high for Pietrangelo. Over to Eichel. Jack Eichel feeds it across, and Marchessault scores. Jonathan Marchessault rips it home, a power play goal to make it 6-3.
Big contingent for Marchessault at the morning skate this morning and putting on a show for friends and family. But this power play is just deadly. So many different options. And Jack Eichel, when he's at the top there, such a great distributor to the puck. It looks like he's going to take this puck down towards the net, but all the while he's got Marchessault in his sights. Sends that puck back perfectly to Marchessault, and that's an easy finish as Allen has to go from glove side to blocker side, can't get there in time, and once again Vegas has regained its 3-goal cushion.
Jack Eichel will stand a point streak to 5 games with the assist. He continues his hot streak to start the season. It's Riley Smith laying it over for Theodore. Tip to Roy, and it's knocked away by Nick Suzuki. Riley Smith poked away by Harris. Now Harris trying to chip it up for Nick Suzuki. Smith has got it back. Now Smith on it through center. Got it in over the line, and it's chipped over the glass into the seats and out of play.
Stay connected on the Rogers 5G network with a plan that fits your needs. Stream all the sports and content you want worry-free. Visit Rogers.com for details.
Well, this Vegas team is it's so deep, it's so structured. I mean, Bruce Cassidy's done an excellent job here. We've seen it all game long. They just come at you in waves, all 4 lines, getting it done tonight.
Drive by Marchessault, knocked away by Jake Allen. Puck comes loose in front, and it's cleared away by Harrison down the ice. 41 shots tonight for Vegas, so they're taking the coaching advice from Lil John.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Shots. Turned down for what? No, turned down for a cycle in your own zone. If you haven't seen that, check it out on social media. The Lil John video that the Golden Knights did. It's fantastic. So we've had a Little John reference, a Drake reference, and a J-Rock reference tonight. Doing well.
Good night.
Yeah. Drake and J-Rock actually have a connection. It's an easy one. You can figure it out what it is. Here's Stone with it. Up ahead for Pietrangelo. They both appeared on Degrassi. Jonathan Torrance, who played J-Rock, had a couple of episodes in Degrassi The Next Generation.
Nice.
So there you go. And still J-Rock fan out of all those 3, just for reference point. Here comes Eichel with it. Down the wing, he'll snap it around the boards. Kessel going after it. Slavkovsky out of the box. He was serving the 5-minute major. Well, the Canadiens kill it off. They get a goal and allow a goal in that whole sequence. As Caden Cooley will bring it back up ice. Cooley hands it across. Slavkovsky scores! Well, don't go away just yet. Juraj Slavkovsky fires it home. And for the second time this season in back-to-back games, Vegas has allowed 4 against. It's 6-4.
We pointed out earlier in the game just how accurate and how good the passes are off the stick of Caden Cooley. And here he goes on the rush and does that very same thing. I mean, he's got 2 different guys that he has to feed this puck through. Does so perfectly. Goes wide. He's got his head up. Just a little pause right there as he opens up into the 10 and 2. Allows Slavkovsky to get open. And the big rookie makes no mistake, off the tape in a hurry and to the back of the net it goes.
Jonathan Drouin trying to hold it in the Vegas zone. It's cleared out down the ice. Wideman back for it. It'll be an icing call against Vegas.
Every time you think this one's put to bed, all of a sudden, don't fluff those pillows yet. Slavkovsky doing what he did best, going back to his Olympic performance, leading Slovakia to first ever Olympic medal. 7 goals in 7 games to earn the MVP in the Olympics.
Right off the draw, the Canadians end up playing it all the way down the ice into their own zone as Arber Xhekaj will get it out. Here's Carrier feeding it back for Hague. Kolesar deflects it in. Arber Xhekaj, check to the boards. Kolesar is on it. Kolesar shoots. Allen the save, and he'll squeeze the pads to cover it up and hold on. 4:02 to go in the third. Juraj Slafkovsky has brought the Canadians within 2. We might have a big finish here on Hockey Night in Canada.
Toronto win here in Montreal. It's been the Riley Smith show for the Vegas Golden Knights. Really good job here as Carlson brings it in, a little dipsy-do to get it to Smith, and Smith also effective on the power play. Slips into quiet ice, takes advantage of the rebound. 2 goals of the 6 scored by Vegas off the stick of Riley Smith.
Vegas had to hold on Thursday night for their 5-4 win in Ottawa as the Senators made a push late in the game. And the Canadians have a push of their own here in this one. Edmondson back for Harris. He'll chase after it. Marchessault goes in on Harris and knocked him down. Edmondson up with it. Played it ahead for Slafkovsky, and he'll get it out at center. Whitecloud will fire it back in. Jake Allen out of the net. Got it around the glass. It'll skip to the point, and Whitecloud, the back out at center with it. The puck got caught up there in the linesman Andrew Smith. Now it's William Karlsson. Back in for the Golden Knights. Trying to get it across for Marchessault. Intercepted by Edmondson. Joel Edmondson will take off with it up to center. Gets it into the Vegas zone as Jake Evans goes after the puck. Hague is there trying to work it on the board. Slafkovsky went to throw it across, but that one ends up in the air and back out at center. Harris. That's Stevenson right on him, and he'll give it off for Joel Edmondson. Now up to Harris. Flips it up off the boards. Theodore trying to play it. Kirby Dach there as well. Dach with his first career 3-point game tonight, but it's Stone to center for Stevenson. Gets by Suzuki. Kaden Guhle knocked it off his stick, and Stone will force it deep. Harris after it. Played it off for Kaden Guhle. Guhle up to Harris. Gives it for Nick Suzuki. Here comes Suzuki into the Vegas zone. Nick Suzuki, nice pass. Caulfield's backhand just goes wide. Savard on it. Savard down to Caulfield for Kirby Dach. Dach behind the net to Caulfield on the boards. Allen starting to sneak his way out. Kirby Dach up high. Guhle's shot is blocked. Theodore's got it, and Allen started for the bench. Now he backs up and retreats to the goal. Suzuki tried to swipe it in. McNabb has got it. And Brayden McNabb will get it by Carrier down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Vegas with 1:58 to go here in the third.
Just exactly what Montreal ordered here. An icing call. You have an opportunity to get Allen out of the net. 1:58 to try and get 2. Got to get the first one first.
Theodore and McNabb both out for over a minute on their shift here.
You're Montreal, you want to get to the dot in a hurry, get the goalie out. Get your best face-off guy in Dvorak going up against Nicolas Roy on the defensive side for Vegas.
Gallagher helps out off the draw, comes in front, Hoffman with a shot that goes wide. Here's Savard on it. Back of the net, Jonathan Drouin. Onto the boards for Hoffman. Waugh on top of him. Waugh took it away from Hoffman, got it to center. Savard is there. Slides it back for Gallagher. He'll work it in on the wing as Theodore tried to clear it out. And he will as Savard has to hustle here. Marchessault chasing for it. Good play by Savard as he knocked the puck free. Marchessault looking around. Who can he give it to? Karlsson to the net. Knocked away by Savard again. Guhle up the boards and Hoffman has got it. Hoffman will lift it in the air to the corner. Gallagher trying to catch up to it. Pietrangelo around the wing. Cut out by Drouin. Drouin to the point. Harris up with a puck. Played it for Jonathan Drouin. Back to Harris. Over to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki got it down. Gets it back. It's blocked to Dvorak. Into the corner for Nick Suzuki. Suzuki trying to call the shots. Will
Head shake for Harris. He'll pick up the pass at the blue line. Harris for Suzuki. Down to Hoffman. Fanned on it. Batted around the boards. Harris racing after it. He's got it at center. Harris inside his own zone. Clock ticking on the Canadians. Harris up the middle. Slafkovsky over the line. Hangs onto it. Now throws it on net. Hill the save. Rebound picked up. Monahan in front for top. That got blocked. Here's Harris for Suzuki through the crease, off the boards, and down the ice. Monahan back to get it. He'll have to hurry if they need two good chances still, as Harris will send it in. Martinez fired it into the corner. Slafkovsky off for Monahan. Down to Doc. Kirby Doc after it in the corner. And the Golden Knights will clear it. And it's a lucky 7 for Vegas. 7 in a row with a 6-4 win on this Saturday night in Montreal. What a contest. Big entertainment. And now we'll send you to Ottawa for the Senators and Flyers.
Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus. Live sports. Thousands of live events. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive access. Top leagues and tournaments. And the biggest names in the game. ESPN Plus.